Hello, and welcome to my first ever Sims 4 Let's Play video. So, my plan with this is to sort of do a legacy type challenge, I guess. But I've been inspired by the Brothers Grimm, which if you're not familiar with who they are, they're from Germany and they made a bunch of these really awesome fairy tales that have become very, very popular over years and years of being retold and reinvented. So here I am to reinvent them again. So our first sim in this family is Ludwig Grimm. So I've pinched his name from one of the brothers whose name is Jacob Ludwig Carl Grimm, and I just thought Ludwig sounded like more of a fun name out of those options. So yeah, we went with Ludwig Grimm, and I'm kind of talking over everything in the wrong way, but I've already showed you his life aspiration and his traits, and now I'm going over the different outfits. So with the kind of time in or era in mind of this challenge, I was thinking of it to be more kind of Victorian, and it's going to be in Windenburg, which I didn't have originally when I was making this, and then I saw the trailer for Windenburg, which was amazing and I loved it, and I just thought it was perfect for what I was trying to do with the sort of cottage type houses and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so with this story in particular, it's going to be the Hansel and Gretel story. So again, if you're not familiar with that, I'm not going to explain it all now. Be more interesting for you to just see it perhaps as it unfolds, but if you are, then I'm going to try and put some twists and turns in there so that it's not, completely, you already know the story, so what's the point of watching? So yeah, so the Hansel and Gretel story does revolve primarily around the children of this family, but kids, like in any story, do need parents. So we've got Ludwig and Carla. So Carla got her name because both of these brothers have Carl as middle names. So Carla, yeah. So both of the parents are very kind of creatively inclined, except with Ludwig, he's more of a painter, and Carla's going to be all about the music. She's going to be playing the piano. It's probably going to be very annoying. But yeah, so they're going to be kind of anti-technology, as you're going to see when you see the house. So there's going to be no TVs, basically no electronics other than the bare essentials like a fridge and stuff like that. But yeah, with Carla, I wanted the clothes to be a bit Victorian again, but then also just very kind of neutral, and yellow is kind of her signature color, I guess. I couldn't exactly make it all look super old school with the clothes because it's The Sims, and I haven't got any custom content, so there's that. But I kind of like what I did with these outfits, and especially with the athletic clothing. They're probably never going to wear that. I don't envision them working out at all. It's not really in their ballpark. And also, they don't have a swimming pool. They're probably not going to go swimming, so that likely won't be super relevant either. But yeah, so Carla, just like her husband, they're both very creatively inclined. They had these kids sort of, not by accident, but it wasn't really like one of their goals in their life. They weren't a big like, oh my god, I want a family and I want these perfect children and whatever. So they kind of had these kids, but they're very obsessed with their own creative pursuits. Now, as for Hansel, the first child, or actually they're twins, the kids, so he's not the first child, but the first child that you're seeing. So he's a social butterfly, and his starting trait is going to be glutton. That's very key. And this outfit, I don't know what people think about this, but I just thought it was really cute and funny for this challenge, because the story is kind of like a kid's fairy tale with a bit of a dark twist to it. But I kind of imagined him wearing something like that, just sort of skipping along. Anyway, so he's friendly by nature. He's a bit of a glutton. He's got a bit of a belly there. Um, so that kind of ties in with the story, and we'll see how he's going to develop and progress as a character as the story goes on. Um, he also is going to be the one most responsible for the family pet Wurst, which is sausage in German, which I just thought was a silly, fun name. And yeah, so whilst he's not the most responsible either, he's still a dog fan, I think. So that he's going to have a kind of bond with the dog the most. And now with Gretel, his sister twin. I don't know if that's really the right way to put it, but anyway, she's going to be a child prodigy. She's going to be the super brainy, like, wants to do her homework, and she's a genius, so she wants to be like a perfectionist a little bit. So she's the most responsible of her entire family, parents included. She really gets on with her brother. She's a bit of a tomboy with her default clothes here. Very kind of demure and dapper. But she's not really into girly things. But her mum kind of, not necessarily pushes it on her, but has just given her a bit of a feminine formal outfit here that it almost looks like something the mum could have made for her, or almost. I don't know. I think it's cute, but it's also like weird as well. But yeah, she kind of has a tomboy attitude, but the mum is like, yeah, but you're a girl, so have some feminine stuff still. So she's got that little ribbon in her hair because of her mum. Otherwise, if it was up to her, she probably wouldn't be bothering with anything like that. She's just way more focused on her studies and looking after her brother and her family. And yeah, she's got a lot of hopes and dreams to kind of grow in the future and maybe be the most successful. Who knows? So yeah, I did spend quite a while picking all the clothes and stuff, although I think I got more clothes since I made them. So I might make some changes. Like in particular, I wasn't really a big fan of Ludwig's winter wear upon seeing it again earlier. So maybe I'll make some changes to the outfits, but yeah. So they are identical twins as well, which I thought was quite interesting because their face is kind of not androgynous, but I think it works for a boy and a girl. We'll see what happens with the dreaded aging up stuff, because there's always that thing of cute kids and then they turn into monsters when they grow up, but we'll see. And yeah, Wurst. So Wurst is, I can't remember what breed that is, but I think it had German in the name, so me being super basic, I just thought like, okay, let's pick the dog, one of the dog breeds with German in it. And I thought it's kind of cute and small, so it will work well with the children, in particular Hansel. Whereas a giant dog might be a bit of a handful, so yeah. And it's got an adventurous nature, which will work well for exploring with the kids. So yeah, here we go to the actual house. So we've got all of them outside, which was quite an effort, and Worst there was doing the most incredible pose with the rubber ball. Gretel's like, whoa, I know you love cupcakes, but calm down, Hansel, calm down. And yeah, Carla's frowning at the technology topic there, which is rightly so, because even though they are stuck with mobiles all the time, which is good from a game function, but it's kind of annoying for my challenge because I don't really want them whipping a phone out. Anyway, I had a gnome invasion with the holiday, so that's why there's that gnome that I forgot to get rid of still there. I didn't record that because that was before, but yeah, everything onwards should be recorded. And as you can see, the garden is like completely empty. I still need to do that, but I'm quite happy with this build. Of course, we use just the starting money and no like cheap money. So yeah. So we've got the easel and piano here for Ludwig and Carla to get their creativity on together, and his first ever painting on the wall there, which he was quite proud of. The obligatory bookcase in every house under the stairs, and now we have the little kind of cozy sitting area. No TV, very important, but they can chat and have a little catch up there. The dining room. I say dining room, but it's just a table in the middle, very open plan, and the kitchen, very very bare bones at the moment. Yeah. So going upstairs, we do have the only bathroom in the house. It's a nice size, but it's going to be fun having four people share one bathroom, not even a separate toilet. I tried to have one in the original build downstairs, but it was just everything was a bit too cramped. So yeah, parents' bedroom, pretty basic. And then the two kids' bedrooms are kind of mirrored. Hansel's being the orange and Gretel's being the kind of blue purple one. And they've got a little study table in the hallway there, because there wasn't really space in the bedrooms for something like that. But yeah, so that's the kind of layout of the house. And yeah, so here's the family. And one of the things that's going to be a focus is the parents are going to need to level up their skills as much as possible with things like creativity and cooking, because I'm not about to have them burn down my house that I spent quite a while building. Thank you very much. Although we don't have any kind of a fire alarm because we're anti-technology, so yeah, we gotta hope that nothing bad happens. Yeah, which I don't know, we'll see. So with the lock traits, that should help because this is a new thing that I've not experienced before. From like when I played Sims 2, they didn't have lock traits as far as I know. But yeah, so I gave this house some lock traits. The great acoustics for the music, leveling skill, the lighting one, I think it's lighting something, which is for painting, and cozy for the food and like leveling up food skill, cooking skill. Yeah, so hopefully sooner rather than later, Carla is going to become like a great piano player, because I don't want you guys to have to hear this sort of like bad piano music in all of these Let's Plays. That's not going to be fun. But yeah, Hansel is going to be quite social in the family, whereas the parents are just going to be more like trying to make money, get the skills up. They're not really super important to the story. Maybe we'll try and incorporate them a bit more than that, because yeah, they're still characters in the story. But yeah, I do need them to make some money for this to work, because I spent like everything doing the house, which maybe I shouldn't have done. Should have kept some savings or something, but yeah. Gretel being a bit weird there with the sim autonomy standing behind the piano, but as you do. And of course Hansel eating, which is very in character. Oh, and I did see that having these whims enabled is very much reminiscent of like Sims 2 wants and fears, which I know a lot of people liked, myself included. So when I first was playing Sims 4 and saw that I didn't have whims enabled, I was like, oh, I literally have just to do whatever I want with my Sims. I don't have any kind of guide or idea of what they would like to do. But with whims, it's nice. It's kind of like a oh, they would like to do this, but you don't have to. But yeah, in this case, I don't think Gretel. Oh god, worst is like getting freaked out by the piano playing, or no, it's the neighbours. But yeah, I did send Gretel up to do her homework, but she'll come down soon with it, I think. And here are the neighbours. So we've got Rosina, the big player in this story here. She's the green one, hard to miss. She is quite the character, and I love that this game actually had her come in the welcome to the neighborhood thing, because normally in previous experiences I've had of it, it's just like the townies, or I guess it depends if you've already made other Sims yet or not. But yeah, it was really great to see her kind of appear and get involved in the story straight away, because she's quite a big part of this. Um, I was surprised to see there's another townie there that you guys might not recognize if you're familiar with Wyndon townies. He's another sim there that I made for a different story and family. And I think the dog has just, oh, he stepped in the dog mess. Oh god. At least worst isn't pooing in the house, but yeah, poor guy. He's already stepped in dog stuff. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, as they get a bit more money as well, definitely want to upgrade the garden. And I don't want this just big empty space. It looks a bit weird. So any tips, advice on landscaping, on just all that kind of good stuff, just gameplay even as well. Anything that you guys can think of, I'm all ears. Because I'm quite new to The Sims 4, so yeah. I'm just going to be kind of going at the gameplay a bit blind and trying to figure things out as I go. But yeah, so Hansel, I don't know what he's doing upstairs. I think he's playing with the toy box, which is good. He's like a playful type, but he's primarily more social than playing with toys type. So he needs to come down in a moment and meet the neighbors. Um, Hopefully, some of these neighbors have kids, because otherwise it's going to be a bit weird, just these two kids by themselves. But Hansel and Gretel get on really well, so well, that's what I hope. I want them to be really close siblings, um, but we'll see. Um, Hopefully, there will be some other kids though, although they'll age up at some point as well. Yeah, so it's kind of weird that they're just standing around the piano like that and not using the living space at all. But yeah, as you do. And did we just sell? Yeah, we just sold the painting for like way less than we paid to even make it. So that's great. But at least we're getting some money back and leveling up his skill as well. Um, and yeah, Rosina is going to be an interesting one. So keep your eyes on her. There's a reason for her being green and everything. You might have some ideas already, but I'm not going to say too much yet. She might have her own parts in coming episodes. Um, but yeah, this is sort of a very introductory, like, big beginner part. So I hope that it's not too, not boring, but just not too much happening. So as the story is going to progress, we're going to have more things going on, and it's going to be a bit more exciting, hopefully. Um, but yeah, thank you very much if you've watched all the way or watched at all. Um, I'm hoping this is actually going to work as a sort of series, and we'll have some viewers and comments and stuff, so you can give me your feedback. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, anything I can be doing better. Let me know. I'd appreciate any feedback. So yeah, we're going to be progressing with this family. I've got a lot of ideas for their future, in particular the kids, um, and see how it all unfolds. Because you might have all these plans in The Sims, but then, someone's going to get abducted by aliens, someone's going to get burnt alive by a pancake accident, or, you know, anything could happen. So let's see. I don't want to plan too much in my mind and then have it all go completely off the rails. Oh, and yeah, Ludwig painted that same painting again. So I guess that's just a skill thing. Once he's got a higher skill, he's going to be painting other things. Or maybe it's just because I keep painting small paintings. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of wrap this part up here. Um, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I guess the sort of YouTube thing to say is like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next part. I'll try and record and put these out on a somewhat regular basis. I'm not sure how regular that's going to be. I was thinking like maybe weekly would be cool, maybe more, even more than that. We'll just see how it all goes. And as well, time. I don't know if this is too long. If you want like longer or shorter parts, let me know. I'm just trying to really get a feel for this and how it all works. So now I really am actually gonna end it because I kind of went all over the place there with wrapping it up and then talking about stuff again. um, so yeah, this is all a learning process. I'm gonna try and be a bit more um, organized, I guess. But yeah, um, they're just wrapping up with the welcoming group here anyway, and most of them are gone already, I think. Rosine does kind of overstay her welcome a bit and does make the parents and Gretel a bit like, why is she still here? But Hansel's just happy to meet her and get to know her. So we'll see how that all unfolds. And yeah, gonna actually literally sign off now. And thank you for watching. See you next time.
Rabin.